Okay, so this is another video, kind of going over the content kind of shared in the Unity tutorials. Um, this one is I guess I'll start running it. This one features a tank. And it's all about you know uh, using vector math to like rotate and find degrees and angles and whatnot. So very simply, we have this little driving tank. You kind of you can rotate it, you can move forward and backward. But the main thing is if you hit spacebar, it'll rotate to face the gas tank. I guess if you hold spacebar, it'll rotate to face the gas tank. And then even if you hold it while like turning, you can kind of keep like a little bit of a little difference. Um, you can draw little pictures with it. That's pretty fun. But the main feature of this one is the autopilot. So if you hit T, it will autopilot to the gas can. Something else that's neat is that it will always rotate, you know, the most convenient way, the closest way to the gas can, whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise. We're able to detect, you know, which one is best for the for the rotation to be shorter, I suppose. So if we just go ahead and look at the code, um, so at the top here, this is just calculating the the vector to the fuel, right? And I believe this is our dot product. We have a dot product here. This is doing distance. This is the forward. And then this is the code here to just draw the rays that we were seeing. All the clockwise stuff is handled here. Um, you basically do the cross product um, of it, and then it's the if the cross product is in the believe if it's in negative, that means you need to rotate a certain way. But that basically just makes it clockwise, and then we it'll basically flip it from positive and negative, which I forget which one's which, but that's how the dot products work. Is like if it basically will see the difference in the rotation angles, and you'll get like a positive number if they're one way, you'll get a negative number if they're the other way, and then if they're perpendicular to each other, I believe you get 0. But then basically we just rotate this. Um, we rotate the tank towards that rotation, whatever it might be. Um, and then we do the clockwise in there to make it positive or negative. Um, and then we just do it times 0.02 on that just to make it slower and more gradual. So here's a cross product here. Yeah, cross product. So this is just how we get our cross product. Calculate distance here. It's obviously the distance formulas are very simple. It's just the Pythagoras theorem. It's very late. The Pythagoras theorem, and then you just return the distance. Um, so autopilot is a function we use. That's how the autopilot was working. Is it's just going to use that calculate angle method, and then just have which is the one we use to rotate, and then we're just going to have it go forward from there. So it's really simple. It's literally just look at the can and then go forward. Um, and then an update, we get the driving, just we get the driving things. We get we use it by time, like I went over the time video, and this helps it stay consistent and not change depending on frame rate. Um, then we update the transform and translate um, based off of those inputs. Then if we hit spacebar, we're just going to run the calculate distance, calculate angle, which will rotate it towards the gas can. And then if we hit T, it'll flip autopilot. And then if autopilot is on, it'll calculate the distance for us. And then it'll run the autopilot, which we went over earlier. So this is just a pretty simple one. kind of just like a really good example of all using a bunch of different kinds of vector math to figure out how to make an auto moving object in Unity.